Thanks for listening to the AZ12 podcast, proudly presented by Little Caesars. All right, everybody out there, go and use code LCFREECC for a crazy combo, for a free crazy combo with any pizza purchase. Get some crazy bread, yummy, yummy in my tummy. You get it for free with a pizza purchase. I just did that. Now, check it out. Now, we got a lot to get to this show. We are going to talk about ratings. We are going to talk about little Arizona softball. We are going to talk about mock drafts. But first, Scheer, we got to start out with some Arizona softball. Devin Netz gets the Conference Player of the Year. Very good.
Very cool. Another sport where Arizona has a lot of success in its first year in the Big 12. I think you could pretty much make a case that football was the only team that didn't do well in its first year in the Big 12.
What did softball finish in the Big 12?
Second. They have a game. They have a game today in the Big 12 tournament. It's Texas Tech was first.
Were they? I was going to say,
paid $1 million for their starting pitcher. Literally,
Texas Tech did.
Mm-hmm.
Are they now? What is Arizona ranked right now?
I don't know.
Will you look this up?
Sorry, I'm getting alerts that I have not been selected as the Pope.
Oh, it's the Pope. Yes, we were bringing in the first Jewish Pope.
It's not me. First American Pope, though.
Yeah. They're 13. I already beat you to it. They're 11. Oh, yeah. Take that, T-Burns. Boom, you're wrong.
Yeah, they're good. I think they're real good. They're not fake good like they were last year.
Yeah. Okay. And Arizona baseball doing well as well.
They struggled. Their offense is starting to.
Are they still ranked?
For now.
I like how Scheer is Arizona baseball ranked. They're struggling for now.
No, their offense is bad lately.
Yeah. All right. Well, either way, all right. Good stuff.
They're down to 22, and they lost the other to Grand Canyon, so they might be out.
All right. Well, either way, good stuff. Very proud of Arizona softball and Arizona baseball. My Arizona baseball. I will be probably going to another game. Okay. Now, we got the ratings that have come out for 24/7, my friends. 24/7. We are not happy with you guys, Scheer.
What would I do?
I'm just kidding with you. So
actually, I think there's an article about why Koa. I haven't read it yet, but go ahead, talk. Speak.
All right, let's talk Braden L. Burries at first. Braden Burries. You have him up to 9. You guys have him up to 9, and there seems to be a debate in the class as to who the best bucket getter is, him or Darius Acuff. I like that name, Darius Acuff. Listen, Burries is a top 10 player. He's going to be a one and done type guy. I will say this though, that I don't know necessarily what kind of upside he has, but I think his game is predicated at this point to be able to play and be an impact guy immediately. Scheer.
I thought you were going to yell at me and say he should be top 3.
I'm fine with. The only reason I'm fine with 9. The only reason I'm fine with 9 is mainly because. Hello, Marcus Price. The only reason that I'm fine with 9 is that he is not a next level athlete per se. He's a good athlete. Not saying he's not, but generally, if you're a 2 or a 1 or a 2, if you're not a next level supreme athlete or kind of in that upper tier, it limits you a little bit. I'm fine with 9.
Proud of you.
Yeah. I mean, he's not. You guys finally did get it right, though. Darren Peterson is definitely the best player in that class.
I like Darren Peterson a lot.
You're wrong if you say DeBanza. Sorry, Lane Allen.
I don't. I've only seen Peterson twice. I still think Boozer's so good. I think Boozer's really good.
I don't know if he's all right. You'll take Boozer. I'll take Peterson, and we'll see who ends up better. How about that?
I think we'll both be fine if we have those guys in college.
Well, I mean, there is a difference between ending up with Carmelo Anthony and LeBron James. I mean, you both win, but one definitely wins more. I am going to take Darren Peterson.
Okay, that's fine.
Kobe L. Thiel says, this is another thing, too. He says, why is Burries almost 20? Real question. I don't understand why people do this, and I'm not beating up Braden Burries. The starting your kid out late, and again, I'm not beating up Burries because it doesn't matter with him. He's that good. But the whole starting your kid out late so he can play against younger players, I don't get that. I don't get that philosophy. I don't like it.
Well, we don't know that's what happened.
I mean, you started school like a year and a half late.
A lot of people do that because it used to be you used to have, I don't know if they still have this, the pre-K, remember? So you used to go to pre-K.
Almost every dude, I'll give you an idea. There's an entire group of high school basketball players in this city and football players that all their parents, in unison, made the decision to hold their kids back so they can play against younger kids. It's a massive. It's definitely a thing that is.
Yeah, but I don't want to speak on Burries just because.
No, I'm not speaking on Burries. I'm just saying that's
that idea. back in my day when I was much thinner and better looking, the cutoff date for like club soccer, I missed it. So I always played with older kids.
Yeah, like I said, I like the kids that are going in there and they're going against like Aaron Gordon coming in at 17 was awesome. Kobe Bryant going into the MNBA at the MNBA at 17, awesome. Like I said, it is what it is. I just don't quite get it. Everybody hit the like button, by the way. Yes, Gringo Billy, very much appreciate Gringo Billy. Let's see here. It's smart to start boys late because boys are immature, but they're also going against other people they're also going against other players that are, I don't know. Like I said, I just have a problem with playing against kids that are like 2 years younger than you.
Yeah.
That's all.
Your boy, my phone is blowing up right now. Your boy Glenn is on a rampage again.
Oh, is Glenn drinking right now? Is Glenn drinking again?
I keep getting, because he tags me. I gotta mute him.
Yeah, all right. Well, because I listen, hold on a second here.
This is a good one by Stuart Mandel, who I don't really like, but he made.
Yeah, that is really good. That is
whoever
really good.
The new pope is. Mel Kiper's furious if it's not Shador Sanders.
Yes, that's very, very funny. But either way, yeah, Glenn's having a rough day. I told Glenn to just be true to himself, and he took that the wrong way. So be that as it may. Okay, now
I'm just gonna reply to that once. Glenn,
what's that?
I'm just gonna reply. That's gonna be my only reply.
Yeah, just be true to yourself. Just keep saying that to Glenn. Okay, now so I'm fine with Braden Burries at 9. Koa Peat at 11. Koa Peat's an interesting one for me. No, Mike. Almost all AZ Wildcat fan. Almost everyone I know that has done that has started the kids late was for
it depends, because the pre-K thing used to be. I don't know if it's big or all that, but it used to be a thing where I have friends that are now, again, we're older, so I don't know, but
the kids that start high school late or do a second year of 8th grade, that's almost always what they do.
Should I ask Aurora? I'm going to text Aurora right now.
Yeah.
How many old friends? Oh, it's Aurora's birthday, by the way.
Oh, happy birthday. Happy 10.
16.
Wow.
Aurora, how many of your friends?
Yeah, we're holdbacks. Okay. All right. So, anyways, now back to Koa Peat. Koa Peat is no AZ Wildcat fan. It's the one most of these kids are held back after 8th grade. That I can give you.
It's a different group. That's what I'm saying. You're right, but you're not right. You're right, but you're not.
I'm always right. Good. All right,
Koa Peat. I have the reasoning right here.
All right, look, I know this reasoning is going to be lame, but go ahead.
The perception of that is that this is a drop, but in reality, we still list Koa among the very best players and prospects. If there are any questions, it's just about how his game will translate to the next level. We've seen his ability to handle, pass, and play make all evolve, and his conditioning has gone to new levels. Now we just need to see, you're going to like this, more growth with his shooting and ability to space the floor. Also, he really only dropped 2 spots because there's an international guy that kind of... So,
all right. A couple thoughts on that. First of all,
completely inaccurate.
What?
It's not completely inaccurate.
Yeah, but here's what I don't get. You and I debated for like 10 years about Stanley Johnson, and all I kept telling you, this guy ain't that good. He's physically maxed, and you're like, oh, it doesn't matter. He's so good, it doesn't matter. Well, yeah, so why is that the case then with somebody like Stanley, who was totally physically maxed, wasn't going to get any better, but with Koa, it's like, well, we're curious as to how much better Koa can get.
You're comparing different classes, different times.
It doesn't matter. It's the same premise.
Different people that were in charge.
Same premise. You were a big Stanley Johnson fan, and you feel the same way about Koa LP.
I like Koa. I don't think, again, I'm not getting into Stanley. Stanley went wrong when his mother died. That's anyone that knows.
Yeah,
Stanley.
but he still wasn't.
Mike, his summer was insane. The summer before he joined Arizona. It was insane.
But he was never a next level athlete. He couldn't finish ever around the hoop. I don't know. He just wasn't that.
The guy was awesome in high school. He was a freak.
I'm talking when he was clearly not in college. He was clearly not.
Yeah, I'm telling you, his it all went to hell when his mom died.
Dennis Walsh agrees with me. I'm on Team Mike. Thank you. That's all I need, Dennis Walsh.
Go
ahead.
The shooting guards in that class were trash.
Okay,
like, really, they were not good at all.
All right, but yes, Luis Torres says, Team Mike. Oh, you're getting killed on this one. Take that, Scheer. Are Koa and Braden for sure one and dones? I'd be stunned if they're not. Because here's the thing. I don't think guys
top 10 players one and done, whether they're good enough or not.
Right. And the thing about it too is that they're already advanced in their game to begin with. And that, like with Carter Bryant comes in here and if he's drafted, we're going to get onto that here in a few minutes. If he's drafted where a lot of people think he's going to be drafted, that's going to be based off potential, not what he is right now. These dudes, and again, we love Carter on this show. We love Carter. We love Deshaun. I'm going to say right now, though, at the same stage, Koa and Braden Burries are better basketball players than Carter Bryant. I don't think I'm breaking any news there. Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
You guys had Carter at 25. Come on, dude.
I like how you act like I have anything to do with the rankings.
Well, I mean, you claim credit when you get it right.
I don't claim any credit. I don't do rankings.
All right. Well, either way, I like it. Koa Peat, though, when it comes to statistical talk, like I said, I think he's going to be 14 and 5 or 14 and 6, something like that. What I am interested by with Koa Peat, though, is I'm curious to see if he can take it again. Our good pal John Brogan has made this comparison before. I'm curious if he could make that Paolo Banchero type jump. And again, I'm not comparing him necessarily, but when Paolo came out, he's a couple inches shorter. I get all that. But when Paolo came out, it was like, well, the only question is like, what's he, is he going to be able to make that next step on the perimeter? Well, he made that next step on the perimeter, and, he became one of the better players in the NBA. With Koa, so much of it is going to be, like that write-up actually said, I will give them a little bit of credit for that. The shooting and the ball handling. Can he become more of a passable ball handler type?
What do you mean the Banchero jump? Like,
Banchero,
he's a monster in his rookie year in the NBA.
No, what I'm saying though is that I think you didn't. The one question about him was he going to be able to play on the perimeter? Was he going to be able to be a small forward type that could handle the ball? And I don't think anybody, even if you look at write-ups afterwards, he was picked. Most people didn't think that he was going to become that kind of ball handler. He's essentially a poor man's LeBron James.
Yeah.
So, Yeah. Okay. Koa's that's to me, that's the difference though. Koa's going to play in the NBA for a long time. I think the question is just, is he going to be an all-star or is he going to be a long-term rotation player? We will see. We will see. Now, let's get a couple reads in here, and then I want to get to Dwayne Aristode, my friend, Dwayne Aristode. Okay, never mind. All right, so here's what we're gonna do then. Because somebody's asleep at the wheel. Hold on, let me see if I'll bring this up. I'll see if I can do this. All right, everybody stay. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go Baggins first. Let's see here. All right, Baggins. Okay, let's see here. Here we go. All right, Scheer. We want Scheer in this read. Oh, I'm doing this by myself. Oh, did it. Baggins, Scheer, everybody, go to Baggins today. Go to Baggins. I am going to go to Baggins today. Use code AZ12 for 15% off. Scheer, you like using code Baggins?
I do.
Yes. You will go there.
Today could be a Baggins.
Today could today be the Baggins day? Okay. Either way, I am going to be getting the Albuquerque turkey. Very, very. That's our good pal Ali, who's going to be on tomorrow's likes the Albuquerque turkey as well. Murph got something very healthy. Every sandwich comes with a chocolate chip cookie. Real time the heck out of this, everybody. Real time it. Yes, check it out. Baggins. Use code AZ12 for 15% off. All right, now Aristode, my friends. Oh, Land the Man with the master plan is already in here with this. Now, Scheer, let me see your tongue. All right, good. Yeah, it's still there. All right. Now, a lot of times when people leave the dentist, they ask for a mirror not to see their teeth, but to make sure their tongue is still intact. You don't have to do that here at Aristode. You go in there and they only offer necessary treatment. You can get the championship package for $19.97 along with also the what was I going to say? And the crown as well. It's very good. Check it out. Get them all filled up. Land the Man with the master plan. TucsonImplants.com. TucsonTeeth.com. All right, I'm going to try to hide this right here. Let's see. Did I do it? Okay. Hold on. This is good. Oh, did it? Dude, that was a flawless execution.
Whoa.
There, yeah. That was very, very impressive. Very, very impressive.
Very
okay.
Nice.
Yeah. The best segment possible. Yeah, I did a good job there. Okay, now, Dwayne Aristode. This is an interesting one for me. I don't know. Dwayne Aristode has actually moved up two spots.
That was kind of a matter of just placement.
Now, I got a question here. Dwayne Aristode, he went, you guys have obviously dropped him a lot. From where he was this summer. Is that strictly based off injury?
Did we drop him a lot?
Yeah, he started out. You guys, he was like, I think he was like 16 or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't play an entire year, you're gonna drop.
Yeah, no, this is really, really good.
So we have him at 29th. Yeah, he was Mike. What are you talking about?
You had to know before then, though. Before him, he was
Before
like 18.
January 24th, 2024.
Yeah, before he was at 18 or something. I know he was at 18.
He was at 24th, January 24th, 2024. I'm looking right at it.
Nah, he was
the highest he got was 22nd, and then he went to 32 in June of 2024.
All right, I think he has higher upside than that. I think he's going to be better than that ranking. What say you, Scheer? Let me ask you this right now, Scheer. Do you think that when we're sitting here, when we're old and gray, do you think that there will be 10 players that are viewed as better, or not 10 players, 28 players that are viewed as better than Dwayne Aristode?
Meaning, like, could there be one ahead of him that's not?
No, I'm saying, do you think there will be 28 players from this class that are viewed as better than Dwayne Aristode? I agree. Yes, I agree. And Luis Torres, great question here. Aristode have a Carter Bryant-like impact year one, or I don't know why he can't have at least the same impact.
I would assume he would score and rebound and all that, not more than Carter.
Yeah,
I think he's going to have a bigger role. Mm-hmm. I just think the roster calls for it too.
I think the roster calls for it, and yes, I think he's just a little bit further along, but we will know. I think he's full go now, if I'm not mistaken. So that's good. Here's the thing too. Is that when you're dealing with foot injuries, obviously you don't like foot injuries, but if it's just a one-time thing, I don't care about it. You look at Pelle Larsson, you look at Kylan Boswell, they were all able to come back, fairly quickly from their foot injuries. This guy will have then, if he's fully cleared right now, let's just say he's fully cleared. I might be making that up, but I don't think I am. Let's say he's fully cleared. So you got May, June, July, August, September. You got at least 5 months to really get going. I think that should be enough to get the peak Dwayne Aristode.
I'm going to ask.
Yeah, I did too. I'm almost positive that's what he told me though, that he's full go. So either way, Aristode. Now I was asked this, Scheer, and I think this is something that was interesting. Actually, Fry Rice asked, and that puts Fry Rice. Yeah, I'm going all out. Fry Rice said, "What is this?" Yeah. Now, real quick, Dennis Walsh is right. If Carter Bryant does leave, I think that we can definitely sit here and say that Tommy should have used Carter more. I think that's fair to say. I don't know that anybody's going to argue that.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Over your boy.
You agree.
Over your boy.
But you agree.
Yeah, I just said, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
All right. Over your boy. Say it.
Trey Townsend?
No.
ADO?
Yes.
No, he should have played more over Trey Townsend.
You think that you should have a Carter ADO lineup?
I'd like it more than an ADO Trey lineup, yeah.
Well, I don't know. I like a Trey Carter lineup.
Well, I don't like a Trey lineup at all.
Trey put Arizona on his back in the postseason. Here we go. Here's Mike trashing on Arizona players.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, against Oregon and Duke. I mean, he played the whole game. Not. Okay, so all right. CD Gay. First of all, great name.
Yeah, I have no idea the question you're about to ask me.
I think it's an interesting question though, because when you look at CD Gay on the highlights, he looks like a top 50 prospect.
Yeah. I just don't know. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I watch video of international recruits and I'm able to rank them. I don't even know what Arizona's going to do. I don't. Not Arizona. 24/7. I think it's a very difficult.
I like what they're doing though, because for a while they tried to get too cute, and I thought it was stupid where they tried to put the rankings in there of guys that are playing on Zapruder film. You just don't know. But I will say, looking at CD Gay, he looks like he could be the real deal Holyfield. I'll just say that. How about that?
Yeah. I mean, I absolutely think he can be good. I just, in terms of ranking, it's just like he's 17. Like we said yesterday, he's 17, right? Mm-hmm. The guys that Illinois are getting are 23 years old. Right. So how are we comparing
his upside much better than that guy? That guy that they got for the Illinois fans got that's like 23 years old. That guy looks like he's 83 years old.
Right. But what I'm saying is, like, impact now, sure. I'm sure a 23-year-old is probably more likely to make an impact. Right. NBA long term, obviously you're taking the 17-year-old.
The what long term?
MNBA long term.
We're going to talk MNBA in a little bit. I want to talk about that. But let's get a couple reads in, and I want to talk Carter Bryant mock drafts. Pull those up while we're there, but only the ones that feed into what we want. Cody, are you back? Cody,
I'm kind of here. I'm doing both.
All right. Well, yeah, because I already did Baggins and Eris. You're welcome.
Keep going. Cody's got
I
clogged Cody's
fixed it when you came back from the ads. You had it messed up. I fixed it for you.
No, I didn't do anything wrong. I was perfect. Okay, now, here's the deal. Watch party, 6:30. We're going to be there. Everybody show up to this thing. I know nothing about UFC. Scheer knows everything about UFC, but guess what? I'm a hoot to drink with. Come hang out with me. You will like hanging out with me. It is fun. All you Gen Zers in there, you got to show up. Again, Joseph, show us that you can get out of the house. Wilbur Wildcat, you bring your whole crew. Wilbur Wildcat, dude, he rolls deep, dude. He rolls with like 12 of his posse. It's like a litter.
A litter of wildcats.
Yeah, a litter of wildcats. Yes, everybody, though, show up there. It's going to be a lot of fun. Pizza, wings, beers, tacos. No bad seats in the house. Maybe we'll endorse Andre Veras. Not, but it'll going to be fun. Yes, I am a fun person to drink with, Tyler. I've been told this many, many times in my life. Okay, now, UFC Watch Party, 6:30. Be there, be square. Cody James Martin, are you showing up?
I will not be there, unfortunately.
Huh?
I will not be there, unfortunately.
I don't think the baby wants to go.
All right, that's fine. That's fine. I understand. You got to get out of here. Fine. Okay, now, Bridge Tech Communications. Now, you might say to yourself, Mike Luke, I want to work out before that because I'm going to be sipping back on some of Grandma's old cough medicine, and I'm going to be eating. Yeah, that's a phrase from Dumb and Dumber. If you watch the movie, you'd know that. But here's the deal, though. Bridge Tech Communications. They help you market your gym or health wellness spa. Sure, you're working out now. This is true.
It is indeed true. Thank you, Bridge Tech Communication.
Yes, because, and again, the gym that you found, even if you don't know this, was likely through Bridge Tech Communications because they promote 100 plus health entities. They also do over 1,000. They also have done business for over 1,000 people and average 750% average ROI. Check it out, bridgetechcommunications.com. Let's see here. All right, we got a couple questions in the comments. Tyler Broker, congratulations. I actually have a baby. My wife is due. Friday. Congratulations. Yes. And Jesse Britches. This is an interesting question, Scheer. When my wife and I talk dirty and whisper into each other's ears, I endorse Andre Veras. Is that okay as long as nobody else hears it?
No.
Yeah, you got to stand on principle.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to stand on principle. I don't know what else to say. You got to stand on principle. Not doing it. That baby will play for AZ12 prep though. Just keep him in the woodwork. All right, Carter Bryant. Let's talk Carter Bryant. Give me the latest mock drafts. Give me the ones first that I want to hear about. The ones that you know what we should do? We should just start sending out mock drafts of like anyone, no matter how obscure it is, and just say like it'll be called like the Williams Intelligencer or something, and we'll be like, oh, it says Carter Bryant right here is the 33rd pick. This is really the one where you need to watch there. That's what we should do. We should spread a disinformation campaign like they did against Green Valley Decorative Rock.
That's pretty mean.
Yeah,
I'll be honest, Mike. There aren't many that fit our needs.
All right, well, find me some. I know there's a couple. Bring them.
You only want our needs ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not. I have like 5 pulled up. The lowest I've seen him in one is 20.
All right, that's fine. Well, let's just focus on that one. Which one is that?
I don't know. The No Ceilings big board. So that's not their mock draft. That's their big board.
Yeah.
Has Carter at 17.
All right, I like that one. I like low ceilings, or not low.
Yeah,
ceilings.
You love low ceilings. I like no ceilings, but you like low ceilings.
Yeah, low ceilings. Yeah, that's been the motto of my life, low ceilings. But sure, I like that one. I think that's what we need to pretty much. You know what I should do? I should send that to Deshaun, and I should say, listen, hey Deshaun, here's the deal. Whatever your advice you're getting from these NBA folks, they're liars. They're scandalous creeps. Here's what look at this. No ceilings. This is what they're saying off record, my friend. Come on back for one more year.
Wow.
I should send that.
Yeah, Mike willing to plummet a kid's career to back the A.
Yeah. Listen, some people lied to back the A. Others plummet to back the A. I don't know. That makes sense. But
Mike is willing to plummet to back the A. What that means is, that's up to you.
Dude, this is plummeting like a rock. All right, so give me some other ones then. Give me some other ones. I realize these are the less cultured drafts that we're about to go through.
I don't have any.
You said I told you to get them.
Yeah, you told me to get mock drafts, not bad mock drafts.
All right, give me other mock drafts then. Give me the ones we don't want to hear.
Giovanni did his big board mock draft type of deal. He said that basically Carter. He does not have Carter in the lottery, so that helps your case.
Very
but
good.
He does think Carter will get long looks at the 8 and the 14 pick. The Spurs.
Does he have Will Riley ahead of
yeah, he has Will Riley at 14,
and he's got where does he have Carter at?
In that spot
at 14.
So it'll be
2 guys going to 14.
Adding shooting on the perimeter in the front court will be a priority for the Spurs long term. The likes of Jackalonius, Knuppel, Riley, and Carter will get long looks at the 8 and 14th pick.
You know what I don't get? I don't get Knuppel. I mean, again, he's good. I get it, but I don't get really the obsession with something like Knuppel.
He's good.
I would say I've never seen someone do anything to get a kid back like Mike. Saying he's not good enough so he can't live out his dream is crazy work. Mike, hey man, I'm just spreading what no ceilings is saying. That's all I'm doing, man. Don't shoot the messenger.
No, you literally just texted him. Never mind.
Yeah, I think Knuppel's too white. I think he plays way too white. You know what I think he is? I think he's going to be like Luke Kennard. He's going to be somebody like that. He's going to be like Luke Kennard. And yeah, those guys don't. Listen, if you're a 6'7" wing in the MNBA, you better have something really, really good if you're a white guy. And like I said, I think he's going to be Luke Kennard. So we shall see. All right, so what else do you got?
We also have the Adam Finkelstein. His mock draft had Carter at 9. With the Houston Rockets.
Carter won't play there for 5 years.
Okay, this is wild work you're doing right now.
Yeah, Carter won't play. The Rockets are young and they're young and dumb and I don't want to.
Don't finish that lyric.
But especially they're going to acquire Kevin Durant. Knuppel is not 6'10", he's like 6'6". Yeah, but no, they're going to acquire Kevin Durant. It sounds like.
Wow, Mike is just according to Mike. Carter's lucky if he even gets drafted.
Carter's draft stock on this show is just plummeting because we don't need him back. Yeah. Carter, come on back for one more year.
Carter's lucky if he gets in the G League.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to, you said it, not me, but I'm not going to sit here and fight you on it either. Yeah, I don't want Carter with trashy Dylan Brooks. Yeah, I agree with that. I don't want him around Dylan Brooks. That boo, boo, boo. Mike, okay, now, T-Burns, I don't agree with what T-Burns just said. T-Burns just says Carter sucks, return now. T-Burns.
That's what you're saying.
No, that's what T-Burns is saying. That's what T-Burns is saying. All I see is Carter sucks, return now. Not good, T-Burns. Okay, but... So we shall see. I do like
Sam Vicetti, San Antonio Spurs at 9.
That guy's a dummy, though. No, he is. That guy thinking the Mark Williams trade was a bad trade for the Lakers. Yeah,
Sam Vicetti is not a dummy. Mike, you're just killing everyone.
No, dude. I'm on fire, man. I'm like Denzel Washington. What was that movie?
Man on Fire.
Man on Fire. Yeah, I'm doing a good job. Now. Kobe L. Thiel, all the MNBA GMs are watching for Mike's eval.
Yeah. And then the last one is the Yahoo mock draft. Here you go. Carter at 20. This is what you've been waiting for.
All right. Send me the links of Low Ceilings and Yahoo, and I'm going to start pushing these ones. I'm going to say, listen, some people look at other NBA mock drafts. This is all you need to look at. There's only a couple things you need to know in life. I will not endorse Andre Veras, and Yahoo and No Ceilings is the these are the only those are the Bible.
Yeah. Mike is saying, look, I know Carter's dream is to make the NBA. My dream is to kill his dream.
My dream is for him to be set up for the best possible success for him to enter his dream. Benwin White said that as well. When Carter enters, he wants everything to be set up properly.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I mean, so Benwin White said it. Then I think we Man on Fire is an all timer. Yeah. Hey, what's your favorite Denzel Washington movie?
Oh, I don't know. There's so many of them. I was watching Crimson Tide the other day with G-Hack. That's a really good one. It was funny. I was watching the show last night, Night Court, and obviously it was taped beforehand because he made a Gene Hackman joke, and I was like, oh
no,
Big Gene's dead.
Also, yeah, Training Day was good. All right, yeah, Equalizer is also good. I thought Equalizer was with like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Nope.
I'm sure it is.
I'm glad that you're sure it is. It's not.
No, there was an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie called Equalizer where he goes around and he equalizes their identity, or he gets rid of their identity or something. Do you know? I think Vanessa Williams is in it. Maybe it's called something like that. It was like Equalizer, Eraser. Yeah, same thing. All right, same thing. Yeah, I got you. So Carter probably going somewhere between 9 and 39. Hopefully, hopefully word gets back that Carter's
we're just trying to get him drafted. Hopefully,
we need them in the best situation absolutely possible, and we just don't need.
I mean, you got to think if he comes back, is he even starting? You know.
Hey, you want to see my Arnold Schwarzenegger impression?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, because he's had 10 billion facelifts, so his face is stuck. And so I was watching him like when he was running. Didn't he run for president or not president? Governor of California.
He was governor of California.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, he won. Yeah, and he's like in the debate. He says, Maria, I got word you're gonna say that. He's like, will not do this. There's so much. There's so much spin.
Why are you closing your eyes?
I don't know. I don't know because his face is stuck. And it bothers. And it bothers. What's that?
He's not blind.
Oh, did you see Pamela Anderson?
Yeah, that's her new thing too.
Why is she doing this?
She doesn't wear makeup either.
I don't wear makeup. What's wrong with that?
I mean, look at you.
I mean, all right. So, anyways, now Caleb Love. I am going to our good pal. Your brain is stuck. Yeah, it is. Hello, Julie. Yes, it is. My brain is stuck. My brain is stuck. His face is stuck. My brain is stuck. I don't disagree with any of that. All right. All right. Caleb Love. I don't care what anybody says. I believe that Caleb Love is going to be on an MNBA roster. I don't know how it's going to come about, but I think he's going to be an MNBA player.
Yeah, I don't think he's getting drafted, but I think he's going to have.
He was on a mock draft. I saw him on a mock draft somewhere I think I sent it to Red Wines and I said, "Hey, Red Wines, guess who's not on this and guess who is?" There was one mock draft. Kobe L. Thiel, we need a makeup sponsor so Mike can have a personal makeup artist for the show.
Well, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I'd look terrible. Yeah,
no, you look good. That's the point.
Oh, 535 fit. I used the little Caesar code yesterday. Thank you, everybody. Real time that stuff. Julie was getting mad at me on Twitter earlier. I think for
impossible.
Yeah, no, she was because I asked why Pamela looked like this, and she's like, she's 20 years older, and I was like, yeah, that's true, Julie. You are smarter than me. Okay, but Scheer, did you find the one?
I didn't.
Right. They do need moisturizer. I don't use moisturizer either.
Yeah. I use sweat as moisturizer.
Hey, you guys want to hear a crazy story that my mom still brings up and how cool Shelby is? I literally was trying this. I got this new deodorant, and it smelled. I didn't like how it smelled. Yeah. And this is why you need to come to. The watch party, so you can see shenanigans like this. So I literally said, "Hey, Shelby, what does this smell like?" And I put my armpit right in her face, and she smelled it. She did.
Yeah, we trust you.
Yeah, it was good. I thought it was good. Okay, now Hal J says,
Shelby's very knowledgeable about UFC, by the way.
Is she? Oh, is she? She's coming, right? Are the girls?
The girls likely not.
The girls likely not. Oh, okay. All right. Now,
that late? It doesn't matter.
They just can't drink alcohol.
Brielle likes beer. We'll see.
Yeah. Okay. Well, just have her bring her vape pen instead, and she can hang out in the.
That's fine.
Yeah, okay. Now, Hal J says, listen, Hal J with a very, very bold claim. I like Hal J a lot. I'm not going this far. He says, I think when all is said and done, Caleb's MNBA career eclipses Carter Bryant's MNBA career. I don't see that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
What would be the argument? One's going to get drafted in the lottery, one's not.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. I like going out on a limb right there. I will absolutely take. Take that though. That is an interesting one. Okay, now, let's see here. Let's get a couple reads in here, Cody. Got to get a couple reads. That's a good point, T-Burns. All right. Did we already did bridge? We already did bridge. Oh yeah, there we go. Long view. Now listen, we just spent some time endorsing Denzel Washington. Guess what we're not going to do, Scheer?
Denzel, way easier to endorse than Andre Veras.
They're not going to do it. Just won't do it. Now, if you're somebody like Denzel and you make a lot of money, you're probably going to say to yourself, man, who should I get with? Now, Mike Luke, that guy knows nothing, but I remember him strongly recommending, not endorsing somebody, Andre Veras. Denzel Washington, please give Andre a call at 520-325-3456 and reference the AZ12 podcast for a complimentary initial meeting. Longview Insurance and Investments. Check it out. I will never endorse Andre Veras, ever. Dennis Walsh with the more fake shenanigans. Boo. All right, what else we got? Talk to me, Cody. Talk to me. Bring it.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I was just going to say, all right, well, this isn't working. Oh, Arizona Primary Eye Care. I'm going to be going there later today. I should just
live there at this point?
No, but I go and I get a bunch of stuff there. It's awesome. I didn't go there yesterday. I was supposed to go there yesterday and pick up my new glasses. I got another glasses, too. These ones aren't quite as, rimmy. I don't know if that sounds right, but yeah, but either way, yeah. But they're good. You will see them. I will definitely be wearing them soon. But proud partner of Arizona Athletics, and they offer the AccuView, now offering $400 towards contacts, $150 for disposable. Same day urgent visits, 520-322-2713, ArizonaPrimaryEyeCare.com. Go support Cheryl. She is awesome. Yes. Okay. Now, players I would, let's see here. Hold on, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. All right, now, I know, Agent Zero, I want to talk about that for a second. I watched that last night. Have you watched this yet?
What?
The shooting guards thing? What a bunch of dummies those two were. Seriously. Like, you got two guys that are like, you know what always cracks me up? Like, guys that are millionaires and then they try to become gangbangers. Like, Crittenton. Dude, what are you doing, man? He's like prowling for ops.
Maybe he was a gangbanger before he became.
No. He grew up in the projects, but so did I. But that doesn't mean that he became a gangbanger. But he became like a gangbanger after he got booted out of the MNBA, and he was going around looking for ops, and he killed somebody. Meanwhile, Gilbert Arenas was like, "Yeah, I was a total putz. I basically drove him to do all of this." It's actually kind of an interesting watch.
I will check it out.
Yeah. Also, in a fight, I would take Javaris Crittenton every day of the week over Gilbert Arenas. It's not even close. I would. Yeah, it's tough. So you should watch it though, Scheer. It's good. Now, I want to get on something here because we're all about making money and helping the folks out. Vegas loves Arizona football this coming season.
Loves. Over. It's 5.5. 5.5.
Was it 4.5 or 5.5?
I know. I just increased it to 5.5.
That was 4.5. All right.
Usually our show changes odds, so let me double check and make sure it's not like 8.
Dennis Walsh says he represents the La Paloma projects. He remembers a big explosion. He actually said that, but Arizona, I like the over 4.5. Hey, pull up the schedule, Scheer. Pull up the schedule. Let's find where our wins are going to come from.
Hold on. Over 4.5 is -160.
Dude, Vegas loves Arizona. Vegas is huge on Arizona.
I'm going to pull up the schedule, and what's cool about this schedule is it's actually real.
It's actually real. It's not like a hypothetical.
It's not like
schedule.
we're making up a schedule and doing a whole show.
I couldn't believe that until you sent me that. All right, so let's. I
have it. I'm ready.
Yeah.
You want to do this? All right.
Yeah. No, I'm in. Just like I asked Shelby, you sure you want to do this? And she said, "Bring it," and I'm saying, "Bring it."
Opening game. Hawaii at Arizona.
Win. Big win. Big win.
W.
Yes, big win. Huge win.
Weber State at Arizona.
Win. Huge win.
Oh, and we are 2-0.
Hey, at that point, are we getting votes to be rated?
I'm voting us to be ranked.
Yeah. Gringo Billy says, I'm actually interested in watching this team. I'm going to get to that in a second. I kind of am too. All right. Now, what else we got here?
Okay. Well, here's where it gets a little interesting. Kansas State.
Loss.
2-1.
Hey, although is that here? Is that in the rowdy confines of Arizona Stadium?
It is.
Yeah. Hey, but wait a second here. Can we expect maybe a sellout? Arizona's riding high off the hog.
Yes.
2-0 start.
Riding high off the hog. Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
The riding high off the hog, and now it's time to crank it.
Kansas we're not. Nobody's cranking the hog at the U of A football games. Well, I mean, I'm sure they have, but
all right. So we both agree loss, right?
Right. Yeah.
We're not doing anything silly.
No. Right.
At Iowa State. Mike.
If it was in Arizona, I'd say we got this. But you know what? That's a tough play. Iowa State's maybe the toughest place in all of college football to play. Can't, yeah. So
2-2.
2-2.
Oklahoma State at Arizona.
I think Arizona's going to win this game.
I do too.
I think Arizona. So we're looking at 3-2, and at that point, bowl possibilities are squarely in the crosshairs.
We're talking college football playoff at that point.
How many wins would Arizona? How many losses could Arizona sustain to get into the college football playoffs?
2.
Yeah, because you win those 2, and then you win the conference. You win the conference, and then you're plus the Kansas State loss doesn't count as a it doesn't count as a conference loss.
You're right. All right, here's where it gets okay.
You just said here's where it gets dicey. It's Arizona football.
Oh, fun. Here's where it gets fun.
Oh yeah, good.
3-2. You ready? BYU at Arizona.
BYU at Arizona. BYU.
So we're 3-3.
Yeah.
Arizona at Houston. That's a tough one.
I'm back in the A. I remember last year. Did we smoke them last year?
That we did beat them here. They did improve their team, which was terrible. But I'm willing if you're willing.
I'm in. I'm back in the A. I'm going. That's their 4th win right there.
So we have them at 4-3.
Yes, 4-3. Oh my gosh! And this city is burning down at that point. 4-3 start for Arizona football. Oh, I'm going to tweet this out and see some ASU fans going to take it. Yes. And they're going to be
all right. At Colorado.
Oh, I think Colorado's going to suck this year.
At Colorado, though.
Yeah. Oh, we should go to that one.
I'm thinking of going to that one. I'm thinking of going to that one and then flying to Vegas.
For
that game's on a Saturday, and then the Florida Arizona game's on.
What day is there?
November 1st is the football game. November 3rd is the basketball game.
All right, watch this. This is going to be the best rage troll or whatever that term's called. Watch this. Arizona football with a 5-3 start next season after a win against Colorado. After a win over Dion. Yes.
All right. So you have them beating Colorado?
Oh yeah. So do you.
So Mike, you have Arizona at 5-3.
What's that?
You have Arizona at 5.
Yeah, I got Arizona at 5-3 So
okay.
Hey,
you're gonna win 7 games.
Sure, retweet this rage troll. Go ahead. I just tweeted it out. Retweet this right now.
We're on the show, Mike. We're on the show. Here we go. Kansas at Arizona.
I think Kansas sucks. I think Arizona's going to win that one. Retweet the rage troll.
All right. So you have Arizona at 6-3, right?
Yeah. Gosh, this thing is getting easier and easier.
No, this is why I'm laughing because you got more coming. Arizona at Cincinnati.
You'll win.
Arizona home against Baylor.
Win. I think Baylor sucks.
And then ASU, Mike, you have Arizona.
Arizona winning 9 games next year. Holy moly! Hey, Cody, I need you to clip this so that we can start pushing this as an Arizona with 9-win game.
Predicting Arizona 9-3.
That's actually That's actually not a bad schedule.
I think
it's not a good schedule. You want my realistic real quick?
Yeah. Right. No, we got Arizona at 9-3, baby, and heading into the Big 12 of playoff.
Hawaii and Weber.
For the sake of the show, I will not be clipping that.
Why?
And the show.
No, clip the Mike Luke has Arizona going 9-3.
Yeah, and then just have him explain why, and we break it down. We don't just make things up, dude. Why not Arizona? To quote Shelby Scheer.
All right, here we go. Here's the real prediction.
9-3 sound. Would we agree? Brett Brennan is the national coach of the year if we go 9-3, right?
Brett Brennan should go to the NFL if Arizona goes 9-3.
Yes, he's off to the MNFL. Yes, Brett Brennan, you've done your work.
Hawaii and Weber State wins. This is be realistic, okay? Kansas State loss, Iowa State loss, okay? Oklahoma State wins, so I think they're 3-2.
Yeah.
BYU lost 3-3. I think they lose at Houston 3-4.
You think they lose at Houston? We smoked Houston last year.
At Houston.
Yeah, nobody's.
Did you see how Arizona played on the road last year?
What?
Did you see how Arizona played on the road?
Yeah, but that's also because we had a blind offensive coordinator, though. We have a guy that wears Tom Fords now, baby.
Okay, I'm just going to count wins. 1 win Hawaii, 2 win Weber State, 3 win Oklahoma State. I'll give them 1 win between Houston and Colorado. That's 4. I'll give them 1 win between Kansas and Cincinnati. That's 5. I have them as 5 wins. I don't think they beat Baylor.
What is best? Let me ask you this: what is best case scenario? Man, I'm getting sucked back in, baby. What is the
6 wins is probably the best case.
Best case scenario, 6 wins.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Kobe L. Thiel says, I think they end up at 8-4 and somehow pick off a very good team. Kobe's predicting 8 wins. Let me ask you this, Scheer. Which is the very good team that Arizona picks off?
Baylor would be that one because
is Baylor good?
Baylor's good this year, and it's at home.
I watched them last year. They sucked.
Mike, there's this thing I'm going to show you later. It's called the transfer portal.
Yeah, but they brought in bums last year. Remember how we kept having to hear about how Deshaun Finn was so good? I watched that guy for 5 seconds and said he sucks.
Okay. I don't know what you want from me.
Yeah, who's their quarterback?
Oh, man. I got big news. We may have just found Arizona's transfer at the 3.
Who?
Oh, man. This is big.
Who?
Well, Mike.
N-Dogger, be ready here.
The NCAA is openly giving out waivers. Okay. And Devin Cambridge has gotten a waiver for 1 more year, a 7th year of eligibility.
For an 8th year of or 7th year of eligibility?
Devin Cambridge, 7 years. He fits in well with Arizona.
I would take him.
I know you would.
Would you take him?
No, he sucks. He sucks.
Right.
His brother's better.
Baylor went 8-4 last year?
Yeah, Mike.
I watched him against Colorado whiz the bed. That was what I was basing all of that off of.
They returned Robertson as their quarterback. He was good.
I thought Deshaun Flynn was their quarterback or somebody like that.
No.
Robertson. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, Daquan Finn from Toledo or something. Yeah, they're good, Mike. They're going to be good next year.
Yeah, all right. Oh,
so is Arizona. You know?
Arizona. Take him. Yes, all right, riding high off the hog. That's basically what I'm doing right now. All right, now let's get a couple reads in here, and we're gonna get back to Arizona football basically being the apple.
You need a read to calm down because you got Arizona. What was it? 10-2,
9-3, only 9-3. Yeah,
11-1.
Yeah. Kobe L. Thiel literally has them as 8-4. Ben Wysong, Luke Wysong's dad, just liked the Arizona football with a 5-3 start next season after a win over Dion. Yes. All right. Now, Comfort X HVAC. All right, Comfort X HVAC. First-time clients get a free AZ12 T-shirt. That's the first place. That's the first. If that doesn't get you in the door, I don't know what else does. So either way, small business with big savings, built on trust for the long haul. Perfect track record. Our good friend Tony Jamino used them and saved $2,000. $2,000. Comfort X HVAC, residential and commercial HVAC expertise at affordable rates. Check it out. Check it out. Welcome to the Rock.
Wow.
Yes. Now, Scheer, 2 convenient locations. Where are they?
I'm glad you asked. They're Tucson and Green Valley.
Yeah, but there's one in Tucson, i.e. in Tucson. Yes.
Well, yeah. We're not. I was going to try to go one show without acknowledging those scurrilous rumors.
Yeah, but again, sometimes you just got to face truth, or you got to face darkness in the face, or whatever that term is. I don't know if that's the right term. But 50-plus locally sourced landscaping materials serving residents and contractors, my friend. Green Valley Decorative Rock. Welcome to the Rock. Now, like I said, with Alcatraz reopening, you're probably going to want to get in here early because there could be some
shortage because Alcatraz is big.
Yes, there could be. I mean, Alcatraz is big. And again, now maybe you're somebody that's off their rocker like Kobe L. Thiel and you're predicting like an 8-4 Arizona team. But in the meantime, though, spend that money on Green Valley Decorative Rock. Don't give it away to Vegas. Check it out. Green Valley Decorative Rock, AZ. All right, now in the Big 12, what is the best? Look at this merch. Look at this merch. We got this Hawaiian guy modeling this merch right here. Look at this. This looks so good. Everybody buy merch right now, please. Here's the deal. AZ12-podcast-shop-fourthwall.com. Now, our good pal Glenn bought one of those little tops right there, which is going to be should be interesting when he wears it. But check it out. This is good stuff. That's the actual Tet. All right, that is funny. Okay, now, all right, Scheer. What is the best case scenario for Arizona football in the Big 12 though? Finishing
6-6.
No. I'm asking like in what place? What teams can we be? What teams can Arizona be better than?
Let me look here. Let me go to the odds just because that's the easiest. It's got the list and it helps me. So Big 12 odds. Arizona, as I mentioned on the show yesterday, is last.
Okay, yeah, but that doesn't mean that they're not first in our hearts, though.
All right, so I think they could finish better than West Virginia. I think they could finish better than Oklahoma State.
Agreed. Keep going.
UCF.
Why not us?
Houston.
Yeah, why not us?
Cincinnati.
Why not us?
Colorado.
You know what? Why are we assuming Colorado's going to be good?
I don't know if they're going to be good. I think they're assuming that the other 6 teams are bad.
All right. What place does Arizona finish in the conference? I'm going to ask you that.
Not last.
I agree with that.
How many teams are
there? 16, right? 16 in the Big 12?
Yeah. 12.
Come on. 12?
Yeah.
Is 12? Do we consider 12th a victory and spike the football?
I mean, we do. I don't know what anybody else is going to do. I'm looking up the over-under for wins for Colorado.
Yeah, look at Max. Max is right. What teams can they be better than? Scheer just starts laughing. Boo.
Colorado is under 6.5, minus 130.
Yeah, I don't get it with Colorado. I don't think they're going to be very good. So that's where I'm at. So, all right, there's your football fix, though.
Arizona football.
Okay, now I want to get back. I want to talk Evan Nelson here for a couple minutes. Evan Nelson, I got the comparison, the best case scenario. Let me ask you this first, though, Scheer. What is the best case scenario for Mr. Evan Nelson?
And we're doing a lot of the best case scenario.
Yeah, we're optimistic. We're flowery and optimistic here.
10 to 12 minutes a game.
Okay. I got a question. Is the best case scenario for him Jordan Mays in his first couple years at the U of A before he started to stink? Look up Jordan Mays. I looked this up last night. I'm actually proud of this comparison.
Jordan Mays never stunk. You watch
in his last 2 years, he was terrible.
Jordan Mays, 5 points a game, 14 minutes. Yeah, I think the minutes are probably high, but yeah, he could score 5 points.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So, but you look at those two stat lines from his freshman and his sophomore year, we would take those.
Or something. Man, that's crazy. What happened from his sophomore to
You're right. I mean, they're talking about he fell off a cliff.
Well, no, he shot better his junior year. His minutes.
But he wasn't nearly as good, though.
His minutes went down.
Westchester Pride. Gringo Billy, did you go to Westchester? You did not fit in with the demographic there. But did I ever tell you my story when I told Bob Elliott that I went to this ghetto high school in Detroit and he believed me? Did I ever tell you this story?
No.
All right, so we're at a tailgate, and he goes by. He doesn't know who I am, and I yelled out "Big Bird," and because he goes by Big Bird with I don't know. So, anyways, so he comes back, or I said Renaissance High School in the house because I knew he went to Renaissance High School, which is So, anyway, it's not on 22nd and Houghton, and he came up to me, and you could just tell the entire time that he was totally flummoxed. That I went to, and you could tell that he wanted to ask me, how and why were you at Renaissance High School? And I just spoke about it like I ran the joint, like I ran those hallways. And,
I've heard stories of you at Renaissance High School.
Renaissance, it was big. It was big. Like
we were the Renaissance.
Listen, I grew up on the streets watching Chris Webber and Jalen Rose play basketball. It's what I do speaks for itself. I think that's fair to say. All right, so Evan Nelson. Now let me ask you this: what would Evan Nelson need to do? Because the board doesn't like Evan Nelson. There's a lot of putzes on the board. A lot of putzes. What does Evan Nelson need to do for these putzes to say, you know what, that was a good addition?
Just be solid.
Mm-hmm.
Just be solid. Not be a net negative. Not make obvious mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think he needs to go in if it's score 10 points a game or anything like that.
All right, so just be solid, make the open three, and help out with the ball handling a little bit. Ben White was talking about that the other day too, and I think that's a big part of it. What kind of ball handling can we expect?
Yeah, he should be fine. To me, it's just adding another guard. I don't want to rehash the transfer portal money, all that. It was adding a guy where Jaden is exhausted. You could put in a player and be confident with him for 10 minutes a game. And that to me is Evan.
Hey, do you know people that go around saying that their biggest flaw is that they care too much for others?
A lot of people say that on their
That is the weakest thing ever. Now, listen, I'm sure there's a couple people out there that is their weakest flaw. But if you go around and you tell people that my biggest flaw is that I'm too caring, I immediately look at you and think that you are probably a jerk.
I mean, that's a very popular answer.
What, that you're probably a jerk if you tell people that you're my biggest flaw is that I'm too...
It's a very popular answer on...
And
Shelby just did job interviews. Shelby, did you was that the question? Was there a question? What's your biggest weakness? Shelby just did like a bunch of job interviews.
Well, I got a better question. When Brad Alice was interviewing her, did he ask her if she was too kind to other people?
Brad Alice.
Yeah, no, but yeah, because Brad helped out Shelby in a big way for sure. But serious question though, like if anybody says that to you, immediately tell them that sucks. And Scheer, you would agree with this?
No, not really.
Okay. All right. Well, fair enough. Yeah. All right. Now, everybody, though, get to Little Caesars, my friend. Cody, bring that thing back up on the screen. Where'd you go?
Yes, Nick Arenas. Mike has said that, but that's a normal day with Mike.
Yeah. Mike has sucked too that he's being
hanging around
high off the hog. All right. Either way, Little Caesars. Talk about some. Listen, Kobe L. Thiel's always telling me, he's like, I don't have any money, and now he's like, I'm going to go party up in Scottsdale for my birthday. Yeah, that really goes hand in hand.
Were you invited to that?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah. Also, by the way, he was Kobe L. Thiel lied about coming to the watch party. He was saying for 2 weeks. Yeah, he was saying for 2 weeks that he was going to go, and then he just didn't do it.
Even I don't do that. I'm not showing up at 6:30, but I'll be there.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. Either way, use code LCFREECC. Free crazy combo with any purchase. Yummy in my tummy. Kobe L. Thiel, when you're going up to Scottsdale and pretending not to have any money, and you use all of that on paying for people that you'll never see again in your life, know this, though. Or use that code for Little Caesars so you can get that $9 pizza to be able to get that back. Yeah. Boom.
Charlie's pissed at Kobe too. We weren't invited. It's fine.
Yeah, I know. Kobe is not at all happy with Kobe L. Thiel right now.
We are going back to Little Caesars tonight because my wife is now addicted to their new Mountain Dew.
Hey, will you real time this?
I will real time it.
Has the baby tried Little Caesars yet?
Can you liquefy Little Caesars?
No, you just you can liquefy anything.
I mean, I guess you can, but
does Audrey like Little Caesars?
She likes the stuffed cheese sticks.
Yeah.
Look at this. This is early. This was before I took him to the groomer today.
That's him at Little Caesars.
Yeah. Look at that. That's what he's saying. You know what he's saying inside? Pizza.
Yeah. Yes. He looks good in that picture.
Dude, doesn't he? Look at that tongue. That thing. He's definitely been to Aris Dental. So, yes. All right. Either way. All right. So, but yeah, get there, though. Little Caesars is awesome. We got to keep flooding the market. Let's see. Now, Joseph, let me ask you this. Do we think that Joseph actually shows up?
No.
Joseph. If you show up, I will actually buy you a beer, Joseph.
Whoa.
We'll work on the Gen Z social skills. We'll work on getting out, seeing the sun, doing the things that kids don't do anymore.
Whoa.
Right. Yeah. So that's kind of where it's at. But either way, Little Caesars. I might be getting some Little Caesars. I'm going to get some Little Caesars later today. All right. Sure. Where can they find you doing your stuff?
WildcatAuthority.com, the Wildcat Scoop podcast with Shelby, celebrating Aurora's 16th birthday. If you want to donate to her car fund, let me know.
All right, yeah, Joseph. You don't drink O'Doul's, good. I will actually buy you an alcohol.
If Joseph shows up, I will have a Jack and Coke. And
Scheer, you need to show up, Joseph, then, because Scheer a little salty is great. Also, let's see here. Real quick.
Kobe says, Mike, do you like bourbon? Because that's what I'm drinking without you for my 25th birthday.
Wow. Yeah, well, Kobe, I don't like you right now.
Wow.
All right. Yeah, all right. So, anyways, be there, everybody. Be there, be square. Joseph, are you going to show up? Right now, we're going to stay on until Joseph gives us an answer.
Joseph, you just got to ride the hog all the way there.
Yep, exactly, man. Yeah. A hog is a motorcycle.
Yeah, I don't know why anyone thinks differently.
Yeah. Also, by the way, you know what's something that's really cool? Or I'll talk about that tomorrow. It's another whole other tangent, rabbit hole, baby.
I won't be on the show tomorrow. Let everyone know.
Yep. All right. For a Bilal ticket, what's a Bilal ticket?
That's the guy fighting. I'm not rooting for Bilal Muhammad. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, I'm not either. But either way, show up. All right. So he said he's going to show up for the Bilal ticket. He will be there. All right. For Jason Scheer, for Mike Luke, Cody James Martin. Everybody in there, you guys are great. TTFN, ta-ta for now. We'll talk to you tomorrow, 10:30. Boom.